So if you're starting out, if you want to make a goal or be a goal-oriented person, this is a video for you. Uh, Tips 101 for someone who wants to be goal-oriented and wants to change or talk toward to start. This is an exclusive tutorial for you, based on my experience as well. And how do you start creating your goals, even if you're just new to that thing? The first thing that we need to do is to understand the power of goals. Why do they exist? Actually, in the first place, for why do you want to make goals? What's in it? If you understand the power of goals, eventually you'll be motivated to create goals. That will create a desire and then purpose. So if you understand the context of goals, if you understand the benefits of goals, then more likely you'll begin to write goals. So you have to understand that. Number 2 is differentiating between long term and short term. You know that short term is tactics. Oh, you have to be short term goals tends to be more on a survival or more of a temporary. Long term goals tend to be strategic, tends to be long term, tends to be inclined with your identity, inclined with your personal values, your priorities. So, what's the difference? Short term, long term? You have to combine the two. I'm not saying that you solely focus on short term. I'm not saying that you solely focus on long term. You have to balance between the two. And short term goals tends to be changing. If they're very the long term goals tends to not change or tends to change in a teeny bit on my example. But developing long term goals will be helpful if you have a vision in life. If you have a mission and you have that big dream, that will motivate you. That would benefit you in the future. Short term just benefits until today, I would say that you should focus on long term goals more than short term. If you're going to have a goal in short term, you have to be strategic. You have to have some tactics behind that. Alright, so number 3 is developing smart goals. It's important for us to determine if the goal is specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, time bound. You should research about smart goals. You should research about smart goals 1.0 and 2.0. So 1.0 is more on being goal oriented, and 2.0 is about making your goals meaningful in the long run. Number 4 comes with priority. What are your priorities in life? What do you value? What do you put up in the first? It's important to discuss is because if we have goals but we don't have clear priorities, our goals tend to be everywhere. And when it's everywhere, number 1, it destroys our focus and attention. And number 2, it tends to waste a lot of our time. You know what's the power of flexibility in your goals? If you tend to be flexible in your goals, you tend to align your goals into, priorities or your current values. If you're constantly being flexible to your goals based on your current needs, then you will have an effective goal that has high impact and high return on your life. Then we'll have to, track our progress. If you don't track your progress, then what direction are you trying to achieve? And is there such thing as finish line? You would say if you just keep achieving your goals, working, then you'll end up having a meaningless work or agenda without a mission. It's like you're having a business or you're running a marathon without a finish line. If it's like you're having a zero purpose in your life, you're not making it meaningful. You don't have a vision, you don't have a mission. You're just like a robot working endlessly without for example, want to throw a dart, but you don't have a goal. So what's the point of throwing a dart, right? So I would say, right? track your progress. If you track your progress, you'll understand the behavior of your goals and how it impacts you, or how it gives you a return on investment, or it enables you to analyze those goals. Are they effective or are they not? And then the last uh, the last tip that we have is overcoming challenges. You know, in life, we have that big monster that we face. There are times that we are going to be distracted. There are times that we are going to be procrastinating, to be lazy. There are times that we still have to go back to where we are before and not change because it's hard. You'll specifically need to have a strategy, or your exit strategy, should we say. I've learned this in Robert Kiyosaki. You'll need to have an exit strategy on how are you going to overcome and exit to those distractions that we face, so that we may achieve the goal that we have. So that's it. That's practically it I'm about to share. And it's important for you to go back to the basics. It's important for you to develop a system that will eventually lead you to a long-term success and growth.